Okay, I'm sure you can see the inscription on there that says not for sale, trade. I think it goes on to say swapping or anything else, but kind of a funny but not funny story. Made several of these types of Santas. It's got the list on there and you put the names and then you question mark or check them off if they've been good or bad. About 19 years ago, about 18 and a half years ago, I did the same thing that I'm doing now, but I got in a lot of trouble for it. I was doing the first art show, true art show that I'd ever done. And you know, you to go to one of the art shows, you put in your application and you send it in. They have a people look at it, judge it, and you get in or not. And so I'd done that and got in and was real excited about it. And that was my first time to venture into something that like an art show. I'd done some little craft shows before, but nothing with fine art where there were some actual artists there. And anyway, I did that and I was sitting there, my wife was with me, and I had carved this for her and given it to her for Christmas, which was our first Christmas together. But I'd carved several of these, and I'd taken them to the show, and they were selling pretty good. And like I sold out, and the only one I had left was the one with our family names on it that I used for a demo. And a member of the show committee came by and says, "Oh, I'm so glad you got one of those left." Said, "We want that. We want you to put all the committee members' names on it." So I was like, "Oh, well, heck yeah, that's a good deal. You know, give me some good publicity and people know my name. They like it." So I got busy, grabbed this very chisel and whacked the names off and put the show committee members' names on there. And the lady come by and I said, "Hey, what do you think about that?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted." So I sold it. And about 30 seconds after she walked off with it, my wife came back and immediately said, "Where's my Santa?" And I said, "Oh, I sold it." She said, "You what?" And I said, "Yeah, a committee member came by and wanted me to put their names on it." And she goes, "Well, what'd you do, mark the names out?" I said, "No, I got that chisel and just carved them off." Well, it wasn't real funny to her. And it wasn't funny to me. I didn't mean it bad. So that was the first of my wife getting a bad taste in her mouth for art shows. But I told her, I said, "Oh, I can make you another one." And so I made her this one and put the little notation on there so if something ever did come up that I would know not to sell it. So far it's worked. But I'm not in trouble now for carving these names off because our family's grown. We've added a son-in-law and a grandson. So I had to carve those names off, and I'll get the new names on there and have a new Santa to put out this year. Or technically have the same Santa with new names. And hopefully I can get this done without running it and without being in trouble again. But that's a rarity, me not being in trouble. So we'll see how it goes. And just like that, I've got those names off, and that's just about how fast it went over at that show. I may not be a fast learner, but I am a learner. So I did learn I might better consult my wife before I venture off into selling stuff that had her name on it. All right, that's it for the day. Hope y'all have a good day, and I hope y'all celebrate a Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, well, wishing everybody that does a Merry Christmas. Here's my Santa. No names. I'll get the new names on there and refinish it. And a little funny but not funny story. Okay, here's the final product with the old names gone and the new names on. All finished. Sitting in amongst a bunch of cookies, ready for a Christmas celebration. Hope y'all enjoyed this, and I apologize for the rather long filming of my fleece. I'll do better next time. Merry Christmas, y'all.